Rin Asakura, a scholar in the making, dreamt of ancient texts and forgotten lore, not the stench of burning flesh and the clang of steel. She lived in Sakura village, a peaceful haven nestled within the war-torn Valdren Empire. The empire, riddled with internal strife, was a breeding ground for conflict. Still, Sakura village remained untouched, a testament to its secluded location and the peaceful nature of its inhabitants. Rin, barely a teenager, already showed promise as a scholar, spending her days poring over ancient scrolls in the village library. Her world, once filled with the rustle of parchment and the scent of old ink, was shattered in a single night. The Ash Division, a ruthless faction notorious for its scorched earth tactics, descended upon Sakura village. Flames consumed the wooden houses, turning Rin's haven into an inferno. Screams tore through the night, each one a nail hammered into the coffin of Rin's innocence. She watched, hidden amongst the burning wreckage, as her family, friends and neighbors were mercilessly cut down. The world Rin knew, the world of books and dreams, turned to ash in her mouth. By the time the sun rose, painting the smoke-filled sky with hues of blood orange and ash grey, Rin was alone. The once vibrant Sakura village was nothing but a smouldering graveyard. She was the sole survivor, a witness to unspeakable horrors, forever scarred by the flames that had consumed her past. Grief, sharp and all-consuming, threatened to drown Rin. Yet from the ashes of despair rose a new emotion, cold and sharp as broken glass vengeance. She swore upon the smouldering ruins of her village that the Ash Division would pay. Each life taken would be repaid in kind. Driven by this singular, all-consuming desire for revenge, Rin wandered the outskirts of her ravaged village. She stumbled upon a hidden cave, untouched by the carnage. The air grew heavy, thick with the scent of iron and ozone. There, amidst archaic symbols etched into the cave walls, resided Kyros. Kyros was no deity, no benevolent spirit. It was a crimson entity, a being of pure energy and wrath, bound to the mortal plane by ancient magic. It sensed the burning rage within Rin, the echoing pain of loss. It offered her a way to achieve her vengeance, a path to power beyond mortal comprehension. The price? Her humanity. Rin, without hesitation, accepted. She understood with chilling clarity that some transgressions could not be avenged with a mortal hand. She needed power. Power beyond anything she could achieve on her own. The pact was sealed in blood, Rin's life essence intertwining with Kyros' crimson energy. Her body, once frail and weak, began to change, reshaped by the entity's power. Her scholar's hands, once calloused by parchment and ink, hardened, ready to wield weapons of destruction. Guided by Kyros' whispers and fueled by her own burning rage, Rin began her hunt. She moved with a newfound grace, her movements fluid and deadly. The first target, a low-ranking Ash Division soldier, fell quickly. He never saw her coming, a whisper of vengeance in the night. With each kill, Rin learned. She absorbed their memories, gleaning information about the Ash Division's movements, their hierarchy and their motives. The whispers of Kyros, once a guiding hand, began to morph. The entity delighted in her growing power, in the carnage she left in her wake. Rin, however, clung to the memory of her village, the faces of those she loved, using it as a shield against the encroaching darkness. Her hunt led her deeper into the heart of the Valdren Empire, uncovering whispers of a conspiracy that reached far beyond the ranks of the Ash Division. The destruction of Sakura village was not an act of random violence. It was a calculated move orchestrated by powerful figures within the Empire itself, those who sought to exploit the chaos of war for their gain. Rin's power grew with each enemy slain, fueled by Kyros' energy and her own burgeoning rage. She became a phantom, a wraith, whispered about in hushed tones by terrified soldiers and villagers caught in the crossfire. The Crimson Fury, they called her. A fitting title, she thought, for she was both crimson with the blood of her enemies and consumed by the fury of her quest. But power, like any potent drug, had its side effects. The more she surrendered to Kyros' influence, the more her humanity waned. Empathy, once a guiding light, flickered like a candle in the wind. The world became painted in shades of black and white, right and wrong blurred by the crimson haze of vengeance. The line between Rin and Kyros, once distinct, began to blur. Her reflection in the shards of broken glass no longer showed the young scholar, but a stranger with eyes as crimson as the blood staining her hands. Was this the price of vengeance, to become the very monster she hunted? A